Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and this is the Summer Lovin' YouTubers Hop. And I am so excited to start scrapbooking some summery pictures. And this is where I'm starting. This is my son in the pool at our apartment, and he was being absolutely goofy. And I thought that this pool party by Echo Park would be the perfect collection to document this. So he has no fear of pink. He likes it. So I knew that I could get this collection and still use it for all the pool time that he has. So I've got all these little chipboard pieces in here, and I definitely want to bring in anything that says summer. I think I've only used a couple of things from this collection. I maybe have done one other layout with this. So there's only a couple stickers missing from that 12 by 12 sticker sheet. So I have ephemera and then I have chipboard. So I've got my papers that I want to get used, pretty much all of, just from this collection for the most part. So I got my papers, my ephemera, these pictures. So let's see how this goes. So the first thing I did was try and figure out which one of these I wanted to use as my title, because the paper on the back side of the cut aparts is not necessarily my jam. I mean, it's okay and I can use it, but it's not, most of my pictures that I'll be documenting are of my son in the pool, and he doesn't wear a one-piece bathing suit like that. I love this pool paper, like the little pools on it, and I thought because of him acting like he was a floater in the water, that this one that says Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Summer Day or something like that, Fun Summer or something like that, I thought that was pretty fitting for Days of Summer. Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Days of Summer. So I go through my papers, I pick out what I want, and I land on these two tealy aqua colors. And I am going to end up bringing in a solid to be my base, but for now I'm just going to trim this to 12 by 4.25, with my intent to be to map both of those pictures in the same paper. And so I'm going to trim one 6 1/4 and the other is going to be 5 3/4. And so I will use my picture or my personal trimmer by Creative Memories to trim about 1/4 inch off of one of those pictures that I have. So that way it fits. And so at this point I decided, A, I don't want to use all of this paper, and B, I really don't want this to be the whole page. Like, I want to be able to put something else on this page. And so I decided that I was going to cut this down to a 10 by 10. And I left that in an L instead of cutting all the small pieces, because I thought I could use it in a fun way on another layout. So I'm going to kind of build this like a mini scrapbook page, like a 10 by 10 scrapbook page. And then it will go on a 12 by 12 solid mat. So I am going to put these pictures down on this aqua color, and I'm just trying to figure out my positioning. And I mean, typically when I have two horizontal pictures this way, this is the general concept. They usually sit on top of each other unless they're not full 6-inch pictures and they can go side by side. So I'm trying to decide. I didn't want blue on the background, so I thought I'd go with yellow. So I pull all my yellows out, and I'm trying to find one that's the closest to this yellowy color in the background. And it's not a ton of it, but it's just enough to where it doesn't have to be spot on, but I needed it to be kind of. So I'm going to get these pictures matted, and now I'm tacking them together. But I want to leave a gap next to the top picture so that I can tuck in this Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Days of Summer. And so I get that down, and I'm like, okay, I like this, except you can't see where that starts and stops. So I'm going to get out my blending foams from Tim Holtz, and I have my Chip Sapphire, Distress Oxide ink pad, and I'm just going to ink around the side of this. Now, I considered inking the entire 10 by 10 layout, but I'm going to use that ink with that stamp right there, and so I decided I didn't want to ink the side of the outside of the mat, that whole 10 by 10 paper. And I'm putting the tape down over here because I don't want that ink to smear on my paper. So I moved it down below so that it did not get all over the pool paper or that yellow paper. And so now I'm just kind of getting an idea for where I want to put on, what I want to put on here and where. And that first thing was a good quote, something about summer, but it was so light you couldn't really see it. And so I really like this one that says, I love summer, that is so bold and has that border on it. So I get the bubbles stamp off of this Bow Bunny stamp set that I got at Hobby Lobby on sale for like, I don't know, $2 or something. It was a very fabulous find. And I start by putting the bubbles on the corner. So I'm pretty much putting down like a paper corner or like a photo corner type situation with the bubbles. And I do a stamp off so that it's got a little bit of a distressed look from having a dark full stamp and then a lighter, not necessarily full stamp. And I like the way that looks. And I decided to do the whole thing. And I had considered pulling in something else. One of the stamps on there is like a little coffee stain, like a little circle. But I just really like the bubbles, and I liked being able to put 2 or 3 stamps down before re-inking, because then it gives it that textured look from where there's, multiple amounts of vibrancy. So there's really full bubbles and then some that are pretty light. So now I'm going to put my paper down and reasonably centered, and then I'm going to put down some of these chipboards. So this one that says I love summer, I thought, like I said, that teal border was perfect. And then this little pool I thought was really cute. And even though our pool is a rectangle, and then I'm going to start going through the chipboard and ephemera, and that takes me forever because there's a ton of it. And so I do not make you watch me go through all that mess. But I do find this little banner that says sunshine, and I like that a lot because I wanted to put the sunshine in this layout. And so I put that down and kind of put that as a banner coming off of the sunshine. And then I have these little pair of sunglasses, and even though I'm not wearing sunglasses, I thought they were cute. And then I have one more little chipboard, and it's got a little phrase on it. I can't even remember what it says, but you'll be able to see it at the end when I do the up close pictures. So, which is coming right now because I'm done. I really do like the way this turned out. It was a fun layout. I enjoy practicing with my stamping. These pictures made me giggle, and I like that. And I do like this Echo Park collection. It has got some interesting papers in it that I'll have to be creative with. But that's one of the challenges that I really enjoy, is trying to find ways to use some of the peculiar kinds of papers. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, you are cool. That's what it said. I knew it was something like that. So there you go. So please go down below and check out all of the awesome creatives who are hopping along. And I hope that you all will start documenting your summer layouts. And I hope you'll come back and see me again really soon. Have a great day and happy scrapping.